Now, both of these fighters, it can be said, they are vicious. But make no mistake about it, Glaico França is a ferocious welterweight, and he presents a very, very tough challenge for our homegrown fighter, Tetsuka, today. The winner of this fight will go on to face Takashi Sato for the vacant welterweight King of Pancrase belt, which has just been vacated by Daichi Abe, who has moved to the UFC. Number 4 ranker, the last samurai, comes out in the red corner. Country born and bred, Hiroyuki Tetsuka. His record 4-2. His last fight ended in a ground and pound TKO victory over Sergey Kulik. He's won all of his fights by KO. He took a last-minute fight against Luis Dutra. That was just his third fight as professional at the time, and it was a unanimous decision loss for him at that time. It was a quick step up in competition. He wasn't quite ready for it, but we saw a huge evolution in his style and skills from that fight. He had one unfortunate doctor stop against Kenta Takagi. That was a very nasty cut. That was unfortunate for him. However, the first 2 fights he was in Pancrase ended in 10 seconds. He knocked the guys out in 10 seconds apiece. Hits like a truck.
Right, there's no mistaking about it. This guy is a KO specialist. That's what he does. He's not here to grapple. He's not here to take you down. He's not here to outpoint you. He came here to knock you out.
Yeah, he's not setting up his wrestling, although his grappling is very good. But he's not here to do that.
Right.
He's here to smash you in the face.
青コーナー183センチ 77.2 キロ UFC 参戦アストラファイトチームブラジルグライコ・フランサ
Glaico França.
赤コーナー168センチ 77.3 キロ4勝2敗ランキング4位ハイブリッドレスリング山田道場 TGFC 手塚
Hiroyuki Tetsuka. The famous referee Ryogaku Wada brings these 2 welterweights to the center of the cage and lays down the law.
No back attack, okay? No face kicking, understand? No, yeah, no grab, okay?
Some good English there.
Does his best with English, yeah. He's very much a man of gestures,
yeah.
And a fantastic referee, I have to add.
My absolute favorite.
We are underway.
Here we go.
Do not blink. Now, in order for Tetsuka to get his hands on França, closing that gap is key to his success. He's feeling his way with those low kicks. Long jab there from França.
Well, nice front kick as well, showing that he knows how to use his range. Nice well-timed jab by França. Tetsuka's going to have a hard time closing that gap.
Very impressive job so far.
He just needs to get in once. He just needs to land one.
Yep, the same could be said of either of these guys. Bang, bang, he goes in, Tetsuka. França very experienced.
Yeah, really good defense from França.
Some good feints there from Tetsuka. Goes back to the low kick. Watching how França moves so he can close the gap and get his hard hands in his face. França doing very well with those long jabs and front kicks so far. With both feet, He's going from his lead to his back foot with those front kicks. Very sharp.
He's doing a good job controlling the ring as well. He's putting a pressure on Tetsuka.
Yeah, that jab rocked the head back of Tetsuka there. But the thing is, Tetsuka, he can take a ridiculous amount of punishment. He's one of these guys that he just keeps coming at you. Even if he's eating heavy punches, he just keeps coming.
França faking the front kick a lot.
Going high, Tetsuka.
Wow, even though França blocked it, it was really heavy. See the heaviness in that kick.
Now we see França open up with the right hand. He's been tentative with that so far, just playing the jab game, but if we see him start to open up that right hand, Tetsuka could be in a little bit more trouble trying to close that gap.
That's right. He looked like Tetsuka was also waiting for a couple of counter opportunities. After that jab of França, he let off a big left hook and didn't land, of course. But
now França's been going to the body, the midsection of Tetsuka so far with those front kicks, but I wouldn't be surprised if he pops one up a little bit higher to the chin of Tetsuka.
Right, a little bit later in the match, after he's been hitting the middle for so long. He might catch him.
2 minutes left in the first round. Both fighters showing each other quite a lot of respect in these first 3 minutes so far.
Yeah, really still just feeling each other out.
Tetsuka was looking for a way in there, but França just controlled his distance throughout that whole exchange. Good head movement from Tetsuka. That's going to be key to avoiding that very good jab of França.
Right.
Oh, there's the right hand. He was opening
so
up.
Fast.
Yeah.
That was so fast.
Tetsuka looking to go over the top there. 1 minute left in the first round. This looks like a title match so far.
It is. It's very technical.
Well, I guess both of these guys know that, you know, a win here takes them through to the vacant title shot.
That is right. Tetsuka ranked number 4 right now in the welterweight division.
Yeah, this is the toughest competition he's ever faced, I would say. It's a great chance for him to show that he belongs high up in the division here. Win or lose today.
Right.
Just under 30 seconds left.
See if someone tries to eke out a few points here.
There's that right hand. Rocked Tetsuka back a little bit there. França very sharp with his punches. 5 seconds left in the first round.
Man, that front kick fake is getting me.
Yeah.
It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's very good. Interesting first round. Not a huge amount of violence from the two there, but best believe it's coming.
That's going to be a hard round to judge. I'm not sure how what the judges have to score there.
Right.
I mean, is that it? I'm not sure that's going to really count as definitive strikes.
The open scoring tells us it was a split decision coming out of that first round into the second round. Tetsuka taking it just 2-1 in favor of in the judges' favor.
Round 2.
Round 2 on the way. França beginning with that long jab of his again and threatening the front kick. Very tight guard, very high guard França has.
Right. I'm going to see if he's going to open up this round. And actually I see his guard is very high. Tetsuka could actually use it to go for a takedown, to throw a combination up top and drop down for a double leg takedown.
Oh, just stepping in there with the lead left hook, Hiroyuki Tetsuka.
But Tetsuka looks very content just to punch away, plug away, and keep looking for that KO.
Oh, nice body shot there from Tetsuka.
Yeah. Well, that's a good adjustment. Not go for the takedown, but switch it up to the body shot.
You see, I know he has that because
Yeah.
I've seen him train, but he hasn't used it a lot in fighting so far. There's a lot of things that Tetsuka has that we just haven't seen so far because he's finished a couple of his fights in 10 seconds.
Exactly.
We haven't seen his full skill set yet.
Oh, good block.
Oh, back to the body. Good combinations there from Tetsuka.
Right. And now he knows if he wants to open up top, he has to go down to bring France's guard down.
Well, Francis is sticking to his bread and butter right now. That long jab, the occasional right cross, and the front kicks.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see if he opens up with a different combination.
Yeah, like you were saying, maybe even going for the head.
Yeah, because he has other tools in the bag. He just hasn't shown them yet. More feints with the front kicks there.
Tetsuka with some nice footwork.
Tetsuka staying out of range of that right hand of France's now.
Right, and he's getting the timing down now, like the head movement. He hasn't been hit by a really hard jab yet this round.
Back to the body.
Yeah, he's blocking all those punches. Nice parry every time. That's a really high-level block.
Looking for a vicious uppercut there, Hiroyuki Tetsuka.
His defense is really good.
Oh, he's rocked! Wow.
Spoke too soon on that one.
That was a hard punch, but you see, he just shook it off.
Yeah.
This is the thing with Hiroyuki Tetsuka. He's so difficult to finish. And he's firing back still hard. I mean, it was like, it rocked him back slightly. It looked like he was on skates for a moment, but then he was back to normal. Closes the gap.
That was a big punch, though. I'm wondering if Tetsuka is still on skates. You can't really see it now. But if he is, he's got a good poker face.
We'll see that in the replay. But that was a heavy, heavy punch from the Brazilian, Glaico França.
And it's upping his tempo just a little bit.
Both fighters keeping their composure very well. Not getting too excited. Heavy overhand right there from Tetsuka. Didn't land on the mark. França controlling the center of the cage. Still with the long jabs. Tetsuka's lead left hook. Threatening the Brazilian. 1 minute left in the second round.
Tetsuka just looking for his opening, looking for that opening. Needs to get in. Good defense from França.
Tetsuka circling well.
There's that counter left hook.
30 seconds left in the second round. França following him about the cage.
Putting some pressure on.
Yep, a little bit of a jumping knee there. Didn't hit the mark, but keeping the pressure on. Last 10 seconds of round 2. Lead left hook of Tetsuka again. Oh, wow. Nice kick at the end there from Glaico França.
That was the first one that fight. That fake middle kick to the roundhouse.
Now let's see if we can see that big punch that rocked Tetsuka in the second round.
Maybe that straight right hand.
Going to the body.
And here it is.
第2ラウンドの集計結果をお知らせいたします。
Right, it wasn't flush,
ジャ
but
ッジ
it
3
was
名とも
enough to
10
clip
対
it.
9、青、フランサ選手を支持しております。
The open scoring tells us Glaico França has the second round, so that's 1 round apiece, guy, coming into this 3rd round. 1 each.
セコンド
I'm surprised it's gone this far.
It's anybody's game
セコン
still.
ド
Tetsuka often throws caution to the wind, but today he's fighting a lot more sensibly. 3rd and final round. Pressure from Tetsuka. Nice combination. Backs up the Brazilian. The Brazilian still popping out. The long jab. Trying to close the gap, Tetsuka.
Good defense from França. Let's see if he'll open up more combinations and go for a takedown or a KO finish as well.
Tetsuka was looking for an ankle pick there.
Right,
Never
right,
seen him
yeah.
do that.
He did have that takedown attempt in the 2nd round, but I'm wondering if it was more out of a more of defense than
Right.
offense, you know. Force the clinch and avoid the stand-up portion. Let your head clear up.
Back to the body.
Yeah, nice body, straight combination there.
Tetsuka's body shots are so nice, and his lead left hook, it could easily win him this fight if he lands it.
What's interesting now is Tetsuka is in the middle. He's the one pushing the pace.
Yeah,
And putting the pressure on
completely
França
different
now.
from last round.
Right. From the first 2 rounds.
From the first 2 rounds, yeah.
He knows he's got to turn it on now.
Yep, he has 3.5 minutes. They both have 3.5 minutes because round 1 went to Tetsuka, round 2 went to França.
That is right.
Tetsuka staying calm and collected, showing a bit of damage on his face from the jabs of França, and, well, the jabs and the crosses from França.
3 minutes left. Let's see if stamina plays a role at all in the last few minutes of this fight.
Right. I've only seen Tetsuka struggle once with stamina when he took that one fight on short notice.
But that's pretty understandable, though.
Yeah.
There again, that body straight combination again. France's defense is very tight as well.
Tetsuka's left lead hook is just vicious. And the thing is, when he lands it, he always follows up with something just as vicious. Oh, he storms in for the double leg there.
Wow, that was slick.
Halfway through the 3rd and final round, Hiroyuki Tetsuka has the Brazilian. Glaico França's back up against the fence, but they break up and back in the center of the cage now.
We know Tetsuka wants that KO, but a takedown and top control for the rest of for 2 minutes at the end of the round, that'll bring him the victory.
Yeah, he's very good with ground and pound, as we know from his last victory. So it's another alternative for him. Right. 2 minutes left.
Because as it is, it's still anyone's game if it's a stand-up battle.
Tetsuka going low with the kicks and middle with the kicks.
França threw a face kick there, attempt.
Looking for the right hook now. Tetsuka.
Switching those stances again, staying in control of the middle of the mat.
Nice switch one. Was that a switch 1-2?
Yep.
Looking for the high kick also, Hiroyuki Tetsuka.
This is going to be a hard round to judge, but I would say França needs to get a little bit more busier and make a better case for himself that he's the winner of this fight.
Yeah, because the 2nd round went very well for him. Tetsuka throwing that left hook in again, going for the uppercut now.
Tetsuka putting a lot of pressure on França now.
Oh, he looks for a jumping knee there.
Wow. Wow,
He's
França.
looking for a choke.
Guillotine attempt. Looks like a little Bravo choke, but the arm is on the outside. So it's going to be really hard to get that choke.
There's pressure on the neck, but there's space.
Yeah, it's not
残り
enough.
試合時間30秒。フェアレス
And,
が
And Tetsuka's arm is on
The
the outside.
strength of Hiroyuki Tetsuka
Oh, man.
deadlifts him up with the curved spine, slams him down, and he's out of there. Now he's going to unleash in the final 20 seconds. Hiroyuki Tetsuka showing that he is ready for a title shot in the men's welterweight division. Bang! Bang! Putting on the pressure from the top. França, what does he have left in him in the final seconds of the round?
God damn.
Oh yes, what a beautiful finish to this fight.
Wow, that was amazing.
Incredibly technical 1, 2 and 3 rounds, with the end of that round resulting in the explosion of welterweight homegrown Hiroyuki Tetsuka.
Just fireworks at the last minute there. Look at that. Oh, wow. Well-timed kick.
Yep, it has to be said, I have never seen Hiroyuki Tetsuka lay and pray.
Never.
And you can see here, if he gets you on your back, he will hammer and hammer at your face until he stops you. The clock saved Glaico França there, although he was blocking very well and intelligently blocking.
ジャッジ福田29対28赤手塚
Split decision
ジャッジ高本29
in favor of
28青フランサ寄って
França takes the victory.
フ
Wow.
ランス勝
Despite the strong finish from Tetsuka there, Glaico França
Wow.
ekes out a victory.
Wow, that's a rough one. That's a really rough one. But we know the first one was a split decision on the open scorecard. It was a split decision win, which makes it really difficult. Like, how did those judges, which judge gave it to França, and what did the judges give him in the third round?
Right. All the way from Brazil, in the welterweight division, Glaico França stamps his name and says, yes, show me the top of the division. If that welterweight King of Pancrase belt is vacant, I am here to challenge it.
Well, but nevertheless, even though it was a very close decision win, it was a very impressive win, by the way. Impressive performance.
For sure. A big congratulations to Brazilian Glaico França.
É uma felicidade muito grande lutar num evento como o Pancrase.
Some
Eu tô
words
muito
from the winner
feliz.
today.
Eu quero mandar um beijo especial para minha avó
In
Débora, que está
Portuguese.
aniversário hoje. E Heights.
Do we have somebody to translate
Eu estou
that?
muito feliz. Hiroyuki,
Even just the English would be
Hiroyuki
good.
Tetsuka is a tough guy. He deserves a...
Big round of applause for his opponent.
So I have some words. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Watashi wa Nihon de tataka koto oto temo okori ni omote imasu. Os.
It's Japanese. But he's glad to be coming to Japan and he's fighting.
I think he said he always wanted to fight in Japan.
Yeah. He said, I've always thought I've wanted to fight in Japan.
Glaico França.